That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow.
All right, he's back. It's 10 minutes of the fucking Boogeyman.
Feel like I'm doing the fucking Ted Bundy tapes right here. I was just watching that shit. It was creepy.
Is it good? I haven't seen it.
Well, there's like that the hot guy Zac Efron. He played in the movie. He is actually unbelievable. I was like, you know what a dynamic change from like, Baywatch shirts off to like Ted Bundy. So maybe he's like a secret creep or something.
You like Zac Efron, huh?
He's dreamy. What can I say? Great hair too. Fuck you up to?
Nothing. I just got done work.
Yeah.
Got you on the podcast because you fucking went on a different one.
Yeah, well, you know what? You didn't have time for me. You're too busy hanging out with fucking Bad Country there, Dylan Carmen, your new best friend, Tanner. You guys are talking about doing fucking shows together. You guys are gonna be on Big Brother together. It's a bunch of bullshit. Fucking Big Country shit. I got respect for you, but don't steal my friends, man.
Hey, nobody's stealing friends. We're just adding new friends.
Yeah, no, he's actually pretty good. I like it. He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny guy.
Yeah, I told him he's like a fucking. We should just call him Big Jason Statham now. Like his acting is impeccable, and you know what? Maybe it'll encourage him to take his shirt off more. He was like getting all serious about it, and I was like, buddy, fucking own it, man. Let's get you some like hair transplants into your chest hair more, so you have like a thicker, fuller chest hair. And you know what? We'll just rock it, man. We'll fucking do it. We can do a Baywatch. I'll be Zac Efron. He'll be The Rock. It'll be awesome.
There is a fat guy on Baywatch. What's his name? Jonah Hill, I think.
Don't ever call Dylan fat again. That's fucked up, man.
He did agree to do a shirtless selfie with you, though, in Quebec.
Oh, yeah, we're going to Quebec together. That's going to be fucking cool.
Yeah.
You know what? It'll be nice because we'll go for breakfast and, like, I won't have to just smile and nod at him and, like, check my eye translate. We can just have a conversation. I might go over there and fucking train with his ass, too. You never know.
Might as well. He'd probably get good rounds in.
Yeah, he's a great fighter, man. I'd love to go over there and work with him.
Yeah. Did you happen to watch the Triple G, or not Triple G, but Canelo Jacobs fight on the weekend?
Yeah, Canelo's unbeatable. He looked outstanding. You know what? I was talking to Rich about that, and Rich was like, you know what? He gained a lot of confidence from the Triple G fights. And, you know, you got a dangerous guy, skilled guy like Jacobs in there, and you're just sitting there doing like 9-punch combination slips and like not even firing back. Like he's just showing off. And it was super impressive. You know, I don't see anybody beating him. They're talking about Earl Spence stepping up, but Earl Spence is a great boxer. He's a lot smaller than Canelo. And Canelo has taken punches from probably the two hardest punchers in the middleweight division flush on the chin, and it hasn't even phased him at all. Triple G and Jacobs, like, you know what I mean? So
he's not getting knocked out anytime soon.
No, I mean, anybody can be knocked out, especially with like accumulation, but he can take a shot, man. Yeah. That's what's up.
So normally when I talk to you, I don't usually like to do it on fight week.
Hey, you know, I got jealous, and so did you, because I did a different podcast, so we were just like, well, fuck it, we'll do it live. So we're going to talk, and we're going to do the podcast. Well, usually you're in town for the podcast. Don't you, like, sometimes do one in Edmonton?
Yeah.
We've done that before. Like, we're kind of just doing it live, like, as we go. And so, you know what? This is a special exception. I got some downtime here. I'm just kind of relaxing. Fucking trailer park here. It's good times. It's a nice sunny day out here on the West Coast. I heard you guys got some snow in Calgary and Saskatchewan.
Bro, we not only got snow, we got the most snow that we got all year.
What the fuck is going on out there, man?
I don't know.
It's horrible. I feel sorry for you guys. It's that I actually have to take my shirt off. It's like mandatory. Like I don't even want to. It's like I have to. It's too hot.
Well, it's nice here now. All the snow's gone. It's 20 degrees.
Yeah.
It's good. I actually went fishing on the weekend. Didn't catch a fucking thing, though.
Well, the water must be nice and high out there. You know what? I think I can do some fishing. Someone was telling me you can go crawfish fishing out here, and I was like, you know what? I'll get myself a little net and some goggles, and gonna go scuba diving and catch some of those little fuckers.
You know, I'm gonna hook you up with my friend Dylan Wilson, who lives on the island. He actually has a fishing
I'm not
boat.
friends with anybody named Dylan.
You don't have to be
Period.
friends with him.
Those are your friends.
They're
Those are
my
your
friends.
friends named Dylan. Yeah.
Dylan will take you fishing for halibut.
That'd be cool. I like halibut, man. That shit's expensive too. I like it.
He's got his own boat down in Victoria. He catches a lot of fucking halibut.
I'm into it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why don't you come out here and come fishing, man? You're gonna be too busy filming with Dylan. This is basically how like all my relationships go, pretty much. So.
I would come out there, but I feel like you'd be too busy recording the fucking Great Fight North with those morons over in Ottawa.
You know what, Jason Tufakis, which I learned that's how you pronounce his name, pretty close. Yeah, well, it's Tufakis. It's very difficult because I just took a guess and he said that's pretty close. He is a gentleman, sir, and nice. I have no problem, repping him, and he makes great fight posters. You know, Tanner, I think, maybe we're headed in a different direction. It's not me, it's you. Yeah. It's not you, it's me. No, it's it was cool. They Mel set that up actually. They called me and they do a serious like boxing show, and fucking our shit's full of shenanigans. So I was like, you know what, let's change the pace a little bit here. So what the fuck's going on with you, man? What are you up to?
Nothing. We're getting ready for an announcement here probably in the next month. We're not going to talk anything about it now, but we got a fun announcement in the next month. You already know about it, but
it's awesome.
We'll drop that.
That's awesome.
It'll be a good time this year. It's going to be busy.
I like it. Oh, fuck yeah, man. It's going to be a very busy year. I'm trying to fight every month here.
This fucking chia lemon water's pissing me off because it's like in your beard.
It's not in my beard, is it? Yeah. No, I don't think so. Your beard is getting pretty fucking long there, man. That's impressive.
I just trimmed it yesterday. It was fucking huge.
Yeah, it's impressive, man. I gotta get a haircut here too. Time to clean up my act.
Okay, let's switch over to another funny topic, and that's Dario Berdisian working at FedEx.
He's working at FedEx
with Chia Petta.
Why? Why is Dar? We're gonna. You know what? Explains a lot. I thought he was in Montreal. Where the fuck is Dar anyway?
I seen an Instagram video yesterday of Dario working at a FedEx desk in full FedEx attire.
You know what? He's not cut out for that shit. That shit's about to blow up in his face. We're gonna find out. Yeah, he's gonna get caught stealing packages or something. You never know. He can't be trusted. Dario will betray whoever he works for. You can count on that.
Guaranteed. Now I want to get back to this water because I drink this water in the morning, but I have an issue with getting the chia seeds stuck in my mustache.
Maybe we'll get. I saw this thing on Instagram yesterday. This Asian dude like put this like mask on, and you couldn't even tell like protected his skin. So maybe we get one like for like a beard or like some sort of beard net. Yeah. And you know what? Like it's you gotta be careful with the beard though, man. You gotta shampoo it twice a day. You gotta take good care of it because all these idiots post all this shit on Facebook like, oh, your beard has like 10 times the bacteria as like a toilet seat. And I'm like, well, yeah, if you're a donkey and don't clean your shit. So I don't even like respond to like when people post that and they're like, hey, Braidwood. I'm like, no, I have showers and I use antibacterial soap in my beard. That's like the one thing I make sure I do with my beard. Make sure there's no bacteria because you don't know where I've been.
I get all my beard products from Mammoth Beard Company. Use their beard soap, their beard oil. Fucking, you gotta wash it though because a mutual friend of ours, a female, sent me this fucking Facebook thing.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly what I'm talking about. We're not going to pay any attention to that. And she knows who she is.
Well, I was going to get you to look real close into the camera because you just had like a ball of chia seeds in your...
No, I got it, man. I got preparation. My buddy's he's East Indian, and he's had a beard since we were like, I don't know, probably like 11. It's fucking hilarious. He was actually probably the biggest kid ever I seen growing up. He played football in Surrey, and we're playing a tournament at like 12 years old. This dude's got a beard underneath his helmet, and I was like, holy shit, whose dad is that? And then I saw him front kick a guy on a kickoff, and like the guy went flying like straight 300 style, like real life. I was like, oh man, we're in fucking trouble. And this dude beat our ass. And you know what? I've been watching him take care of his beard naturally for, almost 2 decades now. So I got it down to a point. I can almost feel it. Like it's almost like cat whiskers. I can feel when something's on the end of it. Just quickly grab it.
Now, if you had to shave that thing off again, would you miss it?
Okay. do you want me to shut off the camera and go do an interview with Great White North? Let's not talk about crazy hypothetical situations that are never going to happen. So, anyways, moving on.
All right, let's get down to business. May 11th, the Vogue Theater. You're back after a year.
Yeah, you know what? It's long overdue, man. Like, we had a couple offers. There was, we had a fight offered back in December. I wasn't in a position to take it. I wasn't living in where I train, and so I wasn't going to do that. And then we got an offer. I think it was back in February or March. And I got to respect Rich. Rich was like, man, like, how do you want to do this year? Like, do you want to fight real guys? Do you want to just scrape by? Like, he's like, what if you can't go 8 rounds? And I was like, I can go 8 rounds. And he put me on the pads for 8 rounds, and I had to agree with him. I was not in shape to do it. And, like, here's the thing. I don't want to just be able to last 8 rounds. I don't want to just be able to last 6 rounds. Like, I want to be able to dominate and go hard and push the pace and have proper technique for 8 rounds. So, we took a step back. And then the opportunity came up to fight in Vancouver. And so it all kind of like worked out for a reason. And, we got this show in Vancouver coming up. I'm super excited. Like, my whole family will be there, all my friends. We're fighting, a real guy. He's a big boy. He's fought lots of world champions. He's fought Parker, Price, Christian Hammer, Dillian White. He's pretty much fought the who's who of boxing. And so it's like, to bring that fight into Vancouver and not do it a cheap out and take a guy off the couch or off a bar stool and have me just punch him around. It's going to give the people of Vancouver something to get excited about. And I got a lot of respect for Lee and Lee Baxter Promotions and Mel allowing me to fight outside the organization is crucial, right? Bring heavyweight boxing to Vancouver, do a classy show, and we're going to get down. You can count on that.
It's the first time in 12 years.
Yeah, something like that. They've had like some amateur shows and I think some pro-am shows, but nothing like this. They used to do fights at the River Rock, but the problem is a lot of these promoters, they have a little bit of success and then they start thinking about just making dollars as opposed to like slowly building it over time, like get people's interest. And so when you got heavyweights on the card, especially a local guy, and like, I don't have shitty fights. Like, win, lose, draw, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna be pushing the pace and having an exciting fight. I think it's something that people will hopefully get behind, because I think it's a really cool venue. It's right in the heart of downtown, like literally like right on Granville Street, and so we're gonna get a chance to get like some world class boxers in there. We got some local guys. We got Bizla's making his debut. I've actually sparred with him quite a bit, and he's gonna have an exciting show. Lots of kickboxing fights, lots of amateur fights, and like I said, I'm fighting a big boy, 6'3", 260, and we're gonna get down.
And then you have some other stuff set up for the rest of the year. We don't even need to talk about it right now. Need to focus on what's going on Saturday.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a busy year.
Yeah, like I would like to fight every month, but it doesn't always work out that way. But it'll be at least every 2 months. This one will be every month. We're gonna go June. We're gonna go May, June. We're looking at stuff for July, and I just want to stay active. Right, I got 15 fights right now. I want to get at least 20 by the end of the year. And there's lots of action going on. I just saw today that Chris Norad from Halifax is going out and fighting Huey Fury, which is probably, I think if you took all of his opponents, I think he's 15-0. If you took all of his opponents and put them together, I don't think they could beat Huey Fury. But, good for him for stepping up. And, hopefully that'll mean that he'll step up in the rest of Canada and fight the rest of us real guys. Because there are some real guys. Oh, yeah. Like Canada has, right now, me, Mladen, Dylan, Simon, Teslenko, like those guys are fighting on top ranked shows. There's, they're fighting internationally. They're stepping up in competition. Oscar Rivas is going and fighting Dillian White. I know he's not Canadian, but still, he's still located here. There's some real guys here. And so, and that's just in the heavyweight division. You got Ryan Ford's fighting internationally. You got you got Steve Claggett having one of the fights of the year. Steve and I are actually working on trying to get on the same show. I wanted him in the Vancouver show, but it was just a little bit too soon. Yeah. And, we're going to try to set something up with that because, these are world-class, world-ranked boxers. And it's I think once Canada gets behind us and sees us win on an international stage, it'll pick up some momentum.
I think Steve's had a lot to do with a lot of the success for Canadian boxing. He's been grinding hard for a really long time. And, he's a road warrior.
Yeah. Steve goes everywhere. So Steve is, highly skilled, right? And he's a fighter. He's a boxer. Got tons of fights. Good amateur career, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure I haven't checked on that in a while. But like, he goes everywhere, fights anybody, takes tough fights, like gets out of his comfort zone. I think he's been counted out in pretty much all of his last fights. And, he's always going in as the underdog, but he goes in there and he gets after it. And he's a fighter through and through. He sparred and trained with some of the best, Danny Garcia. And so I got a huge respect for him, man. I'd love to, either be on his undercard or co-main event or whatever they want to do.
Yeah, that'd be dope. You did make an Instagram post today, and you said Tyson Fury was the best dressed boxer on the planet.
It's unbelievable. A lot of guys, he's highly underrated. I saw him wearing a green sport coat and some tight khaki shorts with like knee-high white socks, and I think they were Air Force Ones, and it's like, that's an unbelievable combo. I mean, how do you compete with that? Right? He's got the flower shirts, he wears the Hawaiian, and you know what? He's living his best life. So, yeah. and he's gonna go knock out Tom Schwartz in a few weeks. That's Dario's buddy. Dario and Tom Schwartz are tight. Like Dario actually picked Tom Schwartz to win, and secretly that's his pound for pound. I'm telling you.
I did see Tyson Fury training in a pair of flashy underwear the other day, which was impressive.
Yeah, the guy does what he wants. I got respect for that. And you know what? I live in I'm a Jippo too, and so I got to respect what the man does. I gotta get his whoever dresses him or whoever buys his wardrobe. It looks like he honestly got it at a secondhand store, like in Pulp Fiction, like when they kill the guy and they got to change the clothes of the guy, and Tarantino gives him like the shitty '90s clothes. Like that looks like Fury's wardrobe. Like somebody just handed him shit that just didn't fit him, and he just strapped it all together.
You seem mentally in a very good place right now.
Oh yeah, man. Like it's you just eliminate stress, and I'm always so pissed off, and I want to go fight everybody, and I kind of let anger take over sometimes because I think that's what you need to fight and go train hard, but it's not really. You got to enjoy what you do, and I'm in a good spot right now. I got an opportunity to to come back stronger and come back better, and training camp went really good. I made some adjustments that you don't know unless you have like a long amateur career, and Rich and I haven't been working together that long. I think as many fights as we've done together, we've had as many fights off as two. We were together for a year fighting, and then we've been training now for another few months, but we're just starting to get in stride. I'm just starting to get the strength and conditioning stuff. I did way more weights this training camp, way more strength and conditioning. I got a really good physiotherapist. Greg Kirk's his name. He's actually in Victoria, and he's unbelievable. He got my body balanced. We do a lot of exercises that adjust everything, and so I'm following through on my punches. I think people are going to be surprised at how fast I am this year, and people are going to be getting their faces jabbed off. They're not going to be able to do anything about it.
I did listen to that other podcast you were on, and you did say something that was interesting to me. Last year when we were fucking around on the internet so much, that really wasn't you.
No, it's one of those things. Like I had fun with it, and I don't regret it. And it's not like anybody forced me to do it. Yeah, but it was one of those things. Like looking back at it, that's I'm not a clown. I'm not I do like to be entertaining with my friends and my small circle. Like me and you, we bullshit and we laugh and have a good time. But to put it out there like that and make everything a spectacle, realistically, who I am is I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to do something to you. Yeah. And so it was kind of exhausting, and it caught up to me at the end. I even posted a video on it today. It's tough, answering to everybody, trying to be that guy that everybody wants you to be to sell their fights, and it's fine. I got my name on the map, but realistically, I want to solidify my place with my skills. Yeah. And that's where I should be, and that's what I should be doing. And you know what, man? Times change. That whole Conor McGregor, Mayweather, strutting around, shit talking. Nobody cares about all these Instagram heroes. What are those dorks who fought Paul or whatever? Everyone's trying to get rich quick, and it's everybody's kind of got exposed to that because you got Khabib who's just fuck you, send me your location. Yeah. And it's that's the people that I'm around. A lot of my friends are old school, serious people. And they're what are you doing, man? And I was man, I'm just trying to make a living. I'm trying to sell these fights and try because nobody knows who I am. I didn't have an amateur record. Like I just kind of like jumped onto the map through football and got to where I got. But now it's like you're gonna see a different guy. You know, like if you got a problem with me or if you've done something to me, I'm just gonna like do something to you and finish you off.
What I felt like that whole thing was like kind of opening the door behind the scenes, because like when we're together, we just we fuck around.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. And so it's like we kind of just opened the doors for it. And what that did is it just kind of created too much attention, too much distractions for stuff that's like just for us, right?
It was too big.
Yeah, it did. It got crazy, and it would have been fine if you know, if I kept my focus, but I didn't, because you know, like there's a lot of moving pieces. Like, you know, people are dynamic in that way. Like I had a lot of stuff going on in my life at that time, and I couldn't balance it all. And like, you know, who cares, right? Like you grow and move on, and made a name for myself. And if people want to hold on to that, then that's their fault for not growing off of that.
Now, these little videos that you've been dropping a couple times during the week that you recorded over on the mainland, they're amazing.
Yeah, they're really cool. The guy's name is Jeremy Dishan. He filmed a show called Growing Exposed. He's really big in the cannabis industry, so we're going to be doing more stuff with that. It was actually weird because he's been a friend of mine for a long time. He used to film these videos called Drunk in Public, like when he was like 20 years old or something, like back before there were cell phone cameras and like you get away with stuff. And like if you ever get a chance, like try to find some of those videos. Like just like the most messed up, like they would literally like tear down their own houses and like tie them to monster trucks and crash into each other and like crash through people's houses. Like they did like the craziest stuff. So he's got a huge film background, and he was like, yeah, let's film a show. And we ended up just talking, and he was talking about what he was doing. I was like, well, you know, like I support the cannabis industry too through, you know, CBD stuff and different companies that I work with for marketing. And so we ended up doing a whole interview on that and how, you know, there's a lot of health benefits to it, especially for fighters, like how I don't have to take pain medication anymore. I don't take Advil, Tylenol, nothing, because of CBD and other anti-inflammatories like turmeric and, you know, just health benefits. We ended up doing a big thing on that. And that camera he had, it was funny because I sent him, he's like, well, I want to do something cool and like new and dynamic in like a dark gym. And I sent him a couple clips like from, you know, The Punisher and just a couple other boxing things. And he goes, I have that camera that they filmed The Punisher in. He's like, I have that camera. And so he was able to do like, it does like slow motion and real time at the same time. Mm-hmm. It can film both. And so it's a super cool, expensive camera. And it was really fun to be a part of doing the filming. We're going to do some more stuff too. He did a really good job.
When you fight, you always have a very interesting walkout song.
Yeah.
You have Princess of the Universe by Queen.
Yeah. Well, everybody's so gangster nowadays. They're so tough. They're so gangster. I can't, you know, like when Ford comes out to like a gangster ass song, I'm like, okay, like I believe it. Yeah, like that's what it is, right? But it's like, you know, like all these guys that coming out, they're all hyped up, man. Like it's like, you know, you're not fighting them on the way to the ring, but you know, I just like to have fun, and I'm a weirdo, and so like, you know, like anytime I can pick like a super weird song where people are kind of like, did you just really come out to that song? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I did. 80s was dope, man. That was when music was in its prime. You could just go be a rock star, make millions, and then die in your 30s and be a living legend. Times were good.
You've used the Arsonist Lullaby before. I like that one.
Yeah, I used the Arsonist Lullaby. I used KO, Down We Go. I used Q Lazarus, Goodbye Horses.
That one's amazing.
That one I'm gonna have to bust out again. That was like my favorite one. And then I always just do different stuff, and you know, sometimes I walk out and like in my head, like I've told myself, I'm like, this song's gonna get everybody fired up, and everyone's just kind of like, no, we don't get it, man. I'm like, shit, I should have gone with the other one.
Yeah, I remember the Q Lazarus one. That one made me laugh, and I actually used it in your podcast theme song.
Yeah, I love it. It's the best. That's what a song. It's a great song. If you listen to the lyrics, it's very meaningful.
It means something.
Oh yeah, it means something. All right, it means you tuck it between your legs and do the Buffalo Bill. Yeah. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Exactly. Isn't that a great big fat person?
We're gonna see you back in Edmonton this year, correct?
Yeah, I think Stan wants to get after it in September, so Yeah, we got lots of fights, man. We got, you know.
That's 3 days after my birthday, so I'm gonna be there for that one.
Oh, cool. Oh, I
Yeah,
should fucking hope so, Tanner.
I've heard some rumors about me maybe coming into the June 15th one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be exciting. Well, it's Grand Prix that week in Montreal, and so there should be a lot of people kicking around there, and that's going to be a great show, man. That's the last time we were there. There was what 6,000 people there, and then Dylan knocked out Simon, and they're doing their rematch. Super good for boxing. Like, good on them for getting that fight and setting it up. And I think that's going to be a cool show. Like, after I'll probably be maybe the co-main event. Well, I won't be the co-main event, but I'll be on the undercard. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to go back and get changed. I'm just going to cut off my shit and sit there and watch it.
Well, what did they do? 6,000 when you headlined against Simon?
Yeah, they did 6,000. I think they did one of their biggest pay-per-view buys too, right? So there was a lot of people watching. There was a lot of hype around that fight, and it was cool that I got to be a part of it. And like we'll see what they do this time. They're all being quiet, which is normal, which is what you should be doing. They're obviously focused on the fight, and we'll see how it turns out. We'll see who makes the most adjustments. And I like Big Country, so I'm rooting for him.
It's going to be interesting to see how Simon mentally reacts to being knocked out that bad, because it was bad.
Yeah, like you got starched, right? And so, like it's we'll see what he's made out of, right? Like, I never count anybody out, it's a tough sport, and he's made it this far. So, like, you gotta respect him for getting back in there and wanting to get after it, right? So that's my political answer for the day.
So in your videos, there's something that people have been calling you apparently, and that's the most dangerous puncher in Canada.
Yeah, somebody wrote that. I was like, dope, I'm gonna use that.
Who wrote that?
I think Lee did, actually, because I read the write-up. Yeah, he said I was like one of the most dangerous punchers in Canada. I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, cool.
I respect.
I was like, I'm gonna go with that. I mean, I might be. As far as I know, I've knocked a lot of 13 fights, 12 knockouts. Like that's something, right? And like, I did not know how to punch for most of those fights. Like, I was moving backwards, falling forward, punching sideways, throwing looping punches. So like, now that I'm learning how to punch, maybe everybody will agree. Right now, it's just probably me and you and a few other people that I've knocked out that would agree.
I'm gonna agree with it. Fuck it, why not?
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it. Okay, this do it live thing is taking on a life of its own, because I've had people message me, "Fuck it, do it live," and it's not you.
Yeah, well, you got to see the clip. Like, there's something about news reporters going crazy or fucking up that's just like beyond funny to me, right? Like, when he was doing that, I was like, oh man, like, that guy is fucking crazy. Like, that was like after like a bad coke binge or something. Fuck it, read it. It's like, how do you treat people you work with like that? You imagine spazzing out with people at your work like that, you'd be arrested. But it's like,
Yeah,
they just put up with it.
You sent me the clip. It's hilarious because he's like literally as mad as a person can get.
Yeah, he's losing it, and then like when the camera's zooming away, he's like ripping his microphone. He's like, "Fucking stupid thing sucks." What's that guy's name again? It's not O'Leary. Yeah, it's funny. Check it out. Just type news reporter loses it.
If you just
it's not Dan Rather.
Yeah, if you just go to Google and type in "fuck it, we'll do it live."
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I like that guy. He's crazy.
So what's the plan? You got a couple days till the fight now. You're obviously not training hard.
No, I'm not doing shit, man. I'm just kind of stretching out. I'm going to roll out here. We did our last sort of like workout on Monday. Got a good sweat, hit the pads a bit. And I'll go in tonight and just kind of move around, shadow box, visualize, stretch it out, keep it light, stay positive, keep my mind on it. Like this week, I've taken a lot of time to like really focus on this fight, because other times I get too busy running around, and it's not even like anybody's fault. It's just I just leave too much stuff to the last minute, and I'm stressed about things. And this time I'm like, you know what, man? Like, I'm just gonna have fun, relax, and enjoy this. And luckily I had some people help me out with training camp this year, so I didn't have to work as much. Nice. This training camp, I was still doing my thing, but I'm lucky. I got really good support. A lot of people want to see me come back and do what they know I can.
So the guy's name is Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly, yeah, that's right. I want to kick it with Bill O'Reilly. He's like, Bill, let's go on party, man. I'll relapse.
So I seen a picture of this fella you're fighting. He's a scary looking dude.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's terrifying.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy, yeah, for sure. Like he'll be standing nose to nose for me if he's not taller than me, because he was taller than Dillian, and Dillian's pretty much the same height as AJ, and AJ is like 6'6" or something like that. But like he's gonna be standing eye to eye to me. He fought Otto Wallen. Otto Wallen's now 6'4", 6'5", and so yeah, he's a big guy. He's got 19 wins and 17 knockouts. So we're gonna. It's a real fight, and he's fought a lot internationally. He's fought, like I said, he's fought former world champions, current world champions, and it's an interesting fight. And like I said in one of my videos there, like I want to fight real guys. It would have been easy for us to just grab some guy off a bar stool or some local guy who's like whatever, like Owen or some of these guys. They're fucking like 4-7. I'm not interested in doing that. Like, if I have to, if I don't know the promoter, like I will. But I want to fight guys who've done something and kind of go on the same path as some of these top guys and challenge myself a little bit. So,
if you're 24 years old, might be a different story.
Yeah, I don't even care for it. Even if I was 24, I'd still be trying to do it. I don't know. There's too many phonies out there, man. Like, I just want to go fight real guys and figure out who's tougher. The right way, though. The right way. Yeah. As I'm always told. The right way.
All right, let's wrap this fucking thing up. So it's May 11th at the Vogue, Vancouver, British Columbia. Adam Braidwood versus...
Oh, man, I got Costa Jr., but that's like 4 names. Like, it's like Bruda Costa Jr. We'll just call him Costa Jr. I got that. It's a long name.
Costa Jr., the main event of Lee Bachter's first show in Vancouver, and it's the first boxing show in Vancouver in 12 years. Hopefully there's a fucking live feed, Lee.
Yeah, there'll be something, I'm sure. I'll talk to somebody, because I know my buddy's filming it. The guy who did those videos, he's bringing his camera there and he's going to film it. So
okay, good.
I'm sure somebody will be doing something.
Because I have fights to go to that night myself. My nephew's fighting.
Oh, cool. Right on. Tell him I said what's up. Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse, he's fighting, along with another one of my kids. They're fighting that night.
Oh, cool.
We'll be watching it on the iPad, trying to fucking find it.
Right on. Yeah, we'll figure it out, man. I'll be in touch. Rich will have my phone or whatever, but I'll arrange something beforehand.
Yeah, I would guess your phone's going to be going away here in like 20
minutes. To be honest with you, I'm in the place right now. Just give it to him. I'm going to read some books, do some drawings. Just chill out, man.
I respect the fact that you read.
Yeah, I listen to books on tape more. It's better. iTunes.
Yeah. Real quick, your sponsors.
Fuel Motorsports. They're in Chilliwack. They got all your all-terrain vehicles. They got used vehicles. They have motorcycles, dirt bikes, snowmobiles. They've been a huge supporter. We got Reflex supplements. They give me good supplements and vitamins. Game Ready Fitness. They're always helping. Fit Fix. Meal Prep is huge. Rival Boxing. We're working on some other deals. We're talking to some people, so we'll just leave it quiet for that for now. I got, that's everybody.
And if you guys want to get a Boogeyman hat, go to thefinalshoppodcast.com. All proceeds go to fucking spaying and neutering animals.
It's a weird fucking thing, but cool. Leave them alone, man. Let them do their thing.
Just kidding. That's 10 minutes with the Boogeyman.
Right on.